Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Noble Creation TV back to you with another exciting edition of NFL football talk, getting ready for the draft. And we're going to talk a little bit about Matthew Stafford right now, who is the leader of the Detroit Lions, who signed a big contract last offseason. So, let go. All right, definitely, man, I want to talk about Matthew Stafford. One thing I want to talk about Matthew Stafford is definitely with Matthew Stafford, it's not all of his fault. But you got to say it's time to grow and it's time to become of age. And with Matthew Stafford heading into, I believe, his 10th season, pretty much he has not done a lot with the team. He broke a lot of Lions records. And I know a lot of people are probably high on that and proud about that. But the biggest thing I think that the Detroit Lions fans want out of Matthew Stafford is to be able to go and advance into the playoffs. And Matthew Stafford has a knack, and the team has a knack for not winning the big games and when they need to. We pretty much had our destinies lying in our hand last season. We had an opportunity to beat the Minnesota Vikings on Thanksgiving, and we did not do that. We did not succeed in doing that because normally on Thanksgiving, we normally run our Thanksgiving Day game. But we did not do it this year. And then we had another opportunity later in the season to get into the playoffs by just having to beat the Cincinnati Bengals, and we were not able to do it. So I know what the fans are wanting from the Detroit Lions, nothing more but for Matthew Stafford to be able to win the big games and the team to be able to win the big games. That is the knack on Matthew Stafford, is that he does not win big games and he needs to step up. Now, sometimes, you yell at your TV every now and then because Matthew Stafford throws a pick, or sometimes the pick is not always his fault. It's the receiver out of position where the ball gets batted in the air and the defensive guy ends up intercepting the ball. So I don't want to blame everything solely on Matthew Stafford, but it's time to become of age this year. You're headed into your 10th season. It's time to get the Lions into the playoffs and start winning in the playoffs. Like I said before in many videos before, you got two quarterbacks that I can just name right off the bat that have already gotten playoff win and have not been in the league that long, and that's Marcus Mariota and also Boyles from the Jaguars. So Matthew Stafford is going to have to. So I thank you. That's what the fans really want from Matthew Stafford, is to be able to win the big games, man. We want to go in the playoffs. We want to win, man. We're tired of losing as a fan base. And I know Matthew Stafford, you can see the frustration on his face. It's not totally his fault. But definitely, man, we want to win the big games. And when it counts, we truly want to win them. So, that's pretty much what we want, man. We just want to win games, man. We're tired of losing. We're frustrated every season. We get our hopes up high every season as a fan base. Everybody makes these assumptions of what we think that the Lions are going to do. But until they prove it to all of us, they got to prove it. You know what I'm saying? That these guys are really hungry and they really want it. And hopefully the defense will play hard this season. And the offense was really, really sluggish last year. That's one thing I can say about the offense. We thought that the offense was going to be able to gel, but we had a couple linemen hurt, starting off with Taylor Decker, as well as starting off with T.J. Lang and Rick Wagner got hurt during the season or whatever. So we never was able to build up that chemistry that the Detroit Lions needed to build. So hopefully, man, this will be a season where we can grow, we can develop, and we can start winning football games. I don't know how many games the Detroit Lions is going to win, but just to be the safe pick, I'm going to say at least 10-6 to stay in that area, because I know, I would love for us to win 13 games or 12 games. But I don't know, man. I just can't say that with my Lions, because every time I think that they're going to do extremely well, man, something ends up happening where the team ends up not winning the games that they should win. So this year it's time for Matthew Stafford to just win big games, man. That's what the fan base want. That's what I want as a fan of the Detroit Lions. I want to see the Lions do well, and a lot of other people that root for the Lions want to see the Lions win. It's been a long time, man, since the Lions have been good, man, as far as just being a great team and making noise in the playoffs and trying to do something. And that was when we had Barry Sanders. So, all right, you guys, this is Noble Creation TV. I'll be back to you soon, but it's time to grow, and it's time to develop, and it's time to get some wins. Peace.